made a comment and asked me to do an example with someone that's over the threshold, right? So here's an example with someone that's over the threshold. So this person has a salary of $600,000 per month, which is $7.2 million for the year, right? Things to remember. Remember that NIS is sealed at $12,500 per month, and the income tax threshold is 125,008 per month, right? So the first thing that we do is to find the NIS. And as I said earlier, NIS is sealed at 12.5 per month. So if you check $600,000 times 200,000 times 3%, you'll get $18,000. However, with the ceiling, NIS would be sealed at $12,500, right? The next thing that we calculate is NHT. So remember that NHT is 2% of your gross salary, right? There is no ceiling or anything as it relates to NHT, right? So NHT would be is the NHT, and NHT is 2% of your gross salary. So that's the $600,000 times 2%, right? Which gives us $12,000, right? Fine. Is head tax. Now, you remember that in order to calculate the head tax, you subtract your NIS payment and pension if you pay any. So in this case, this person's NIS payment was still at $12,500. So we would have the $600,000 minus the 12.5 times 2.25%, and that gives us 13,218.75. Next on the list is PAYE, right? So do remember that PAYE is 25% of your salary when you have a salary of $6 million or less, and 30% of your salary over six million dollars. So in this case, this person is 600,000 per month, which is 7.2. So that's over the $6 million threshold. Now, I find that the easy way to do this is to split up the salary. So if you're earning $500,000 per month, because $500,000 per month is the $6 million. So I find it that if I split up the salary into, it would be easier to calculate the PAYE. So case in point, so I would have the $500,000 from the 600 less the threshold minus the NIS payment times the 25%, right? So the 500 from the 600, because I'm splitting up the salary, minus the threshold for income tax, minus the NIS payment times 25%, and that gives us 90,623, right? So that's the first part of the working. The next part now is to calculate the rest of the salary. So since I took 500 from the $600,000, I'll now have to calculate the rest of the PAYE on the remaining $100,000. So this $100,000 would be at a 30% rate, right? And that gives us $30,000, right? So for ease of calculation, the salary is 600. So once you're earning above 6 million, it would be 30%, right? Which is $500,000 per, it is over $500,000 per month. Over $500,000 per month, you would then pay PYE at 30%. So what I do is split up the salary in two. I use the $500,000 first and calculate that portion, and then the remaining $100,000 I calculate the 30% on that $100,000, right? So E is a 9623 plus a $30,000, which is 12623. Total taxes now is 158, which is the NIS, which is 12.5, the NHT, which is 12,000, the ed tax, which is 13,218.05, plus the PYE, that gives you 158, 341.05. Now, this person at a salary of 600,000 therefore takes home 441,658.25,